Grüß euch, Servus alle miteinander. Hi everybody. Welcome for another video of the Artelino company. The Artelino company sells Japanese prints in weekly online auctions, and my name is Dieter Wanschura. I am the owner of this company, and today's topic is about the 47 Ronin, a popular story on ukiyo-e, on Japanese prints. And the story of the 47 Ronin is probably the best known samurai story in and outside of Japan. There are numerous books, movies, theater performances. But what are Ronin? Ronin are masterless samurai. Samurai who had lost their master. Why had they lost their master? Usually because he was killed in a battle, or in the case of the 47 Ronin, their master with the name of Asano Naganori, he was forced by a bad guy, Kira Yoshinaki, to commit suicide. And the 47 Ronin and everybody else thought that was extremely unjustified. And the 47 Ronin had only one thing in their mind: revenge in samurai way. Okay, I am not talking about a legend. I'm not talking about a fancy fantasy story. No, these were actually real events, and they took part in the year 1701 and 1702. Let's go back to the final act, a cold winter night in December of 1702. Then 46 samurai marched towards the mansion of the bad guy, Kira Yoshinaki. I said 46 samurai. Wasn't it 47? One had died in the meantime. Well, the Ronin attacked the mansions at the same time from two sides, from the front door and the backyard, and they overwhelmed the guards of the bad guy, killed many, wounded many. But where was Kira Yoshinaki? According to one version, they finally found him hiding in a coal shed. According to another version, he was hiding under the veranda. Anyway, they pulled him out and wanted to force him to commit seppuku, the ritual suicide, the same way he had forced their master to do. But he was a coward and he refused, so they cut off his head. Well, in the morning, you could see the 46 Ronin leaving the mansion, and they marched to the cemetery of their dead master with the head of the slain bad guy. Revenge was finally done. What happened afterwards? All 46 were arrested and sentenced to death. The shogun Tsunayoshi, however, allowed them as a special honor to take their own lives by seppuku, the ritual suicide in samurai way. And this is what actually happened, in spite of an outcry in the public, who was very sympathetic for the 47 Ronin. The youngest of those guys who had to commit seppuku was only 16 years old, imagine. And the oldest, I don't remember his age, but he was already at an age where you're usually on retirement. Well, a few years later, these events came on stage in a kabuki play, but there was a rigid censorship, and any reports, any paintings or any ukiyo-e or any kabuki performances about real events were forbidden, and that kabuki play was immediately disallowed. But there was another try attempt in 1746. Then an 11-act kabuki version was staged under the name of Kanadeo and Chushingura. And this time the authors were a little bit smarter. They had put the events into the 12th century and they had changed all names. So Asano became Enya, Kira became Moronao, and Oishi Kuranosuke, that was the head of the Ronin, he became Oboshi Uranosuke. Chushingura has remained very popular in Japan until our days. It's broadcast every New Year on TV. But a few words about 47 Ronin and Japanese prince. This is a very popular subject, and you can find it on ukiyo-e on Japanese prints, basically in 3 different formats or versions. Well, one is a series of bust portraits. Another one is a series of full body portraits. And finally, there are the series of Chushingura, showing the different acts in Chushingura, which has a bunch of side plots, by the way, which I don't consider so interesting for a non-Japanese, but that may be my own personal taste. I don't know. Anyway, which artists made Chushingura and 47 Ronin series? Practically nearly everybody. And because we are an online auction house for Japanese prints, you can find 47 Ronin Japanese prints pretty often in our weekly online auctions. And if you want to acquire one, drop by, take a look at our catalog. Well, thank you so much for today, this story about the 47 Ronin. And I wish you a nice day and have a good week. And thanks for watching. Goodbye, friends.